Welcome to another truly depressing pull-up video. Another day doing bare minimum, trying to recover from my injury. Today I haven't felt my shoulder in any part of the day, but still, I'm not gonna try, I'm not gonna push it. As I said a couple videos ago, I'm just going to surrender this month. Not to say that I'm gonna do 21 pull-ups the rest of the month, but however many I make, I do not care. I'm not gonna try. I'm just gonna try to use this month to get back to my prime. Today was the first day back on the bulk in order to, I stopped the cut in order to get back on the bulk, and hopefully all that surplus of nutrients allows my body to heal back faster and to allow me to come back to doing over 500 pull-ups a day like most of you eat a cheeseburger, because that was about as easy for me as it was eating a cheeseburger. I'm not even joking about that, by the way. I was at a point where doing 500 pull-ups a day was probably easier than eating 2 full pizzas. And I'm a very hungry motherfucker. I can eat a full pizza in 5 minutes. And I'm not even joking about that. So, not to say that I can do 500 pull-ups in 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Of course not. I fucking wish. But it was just about the same level of hardship, not time consuming. Hardship. So the progress was amazing. And obviously the only thing that changed since everything started going to shit was the fact that I started cutting. So I'm back on the bulk. Let's see if all my problems are fixed now, or if all these problems were in fault of the bulk. They were a fault of something else that I'm not yet seeing. But yeah, terribly depressing to come down here to do 21 pull-ups. It is a joke, and it's so depressing. But hopefully I'm back, feeling good in no time. But yeah, some things do need to change in order for my life to improve. These last 3 days since I decided to take this break have been depressing. Not to say that I haven't been doing good work in them. I have. I had a good work day, both in what comes to my slave job and the rest of my life, like editing these videos and stuff. I did good work, but it's not enough. Obviously, I need to do more. I'm really not content with my life. And the more time passes, the more and more I back myself into a corner. And one day, I don't know what I'll have to do. I'll just be backed up against the corner, and that day my life will change a lot. Because there are 2 options. Either I somehow get out of this corner that I am at, I somehow pull some shit out of my ass, or there will come a day where I'm backed up against that corner, and that day my life will change drastically forever. And I don't think it will change for the better. So, fuck me. This life ain't easy, Just a couple years ago, I was in a good position, bright future. I was miles ahead of everyone my age. But I just had a couple setbacks. I was betrayed. on 2 different occasions. In both of those 2 different occasions by 2 people who I was working with. And those 2 moments changed my life a lot. And not for good. And yeah, now I'm down bad, but hopefully I can make a comeback. I'd like to believe I can. But what you would like to believe and what actually happens, a lot of times are 2 distinct different things. So if I really want it to happen, I have to do everything in my power to ensure that it does happen. And I know I can take some more drastic measures. I'm already way past the normal measures. I'm way into drastic measures territory. Way in there. But maybe I can push a little more, go more into the dark side. Because it's obviously that the light is not benefiting me. And the more and more I see in life, swear to God, the more and more I live, the more I understand that good people don't win. Bad people do. And there are so many examples of that in the world. But yet if you ask me, give me an example of one good person who's won. Can't tell you one. I cannot. So you're telling me you can't come up with one good person? I can't. Because how many of these people out there you thought were good, and then some shit came out about how heinous they really were? So yeah, I don't know what that means about my life, but I hope I figure it out. I've spoken enough by now. A lot of rambling. I guess I just needed to speak. The day hasn't been bad. My mental state just hasn't been good. But I've been able to make a good day out of it, despite my bad mental state. And yeah, I just wanted to get some ideas off my chest, some things off my heart. And I guess I did. I hope you have a nice day at least. If you're not having a nice day, then remember, odds are your day probably isn't fucking over yet. So do whatever you can to make sure you salvage this day, because it's the last time you'll live it. So just try your best to make the most of it. I hope I see you tomorrow.